Good day, everyone. I am Nirmala Ganessingh, acting agricultural entomologist at the Research Division, Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries. Today, my presentation would be an Integrated Pest Management Approach, IPM, for the management and control of Tuta Absoluta in Trinidad. So you may be asking yourself a number of questions. What is Tuta Absoluta? What is a notifiable pest? Where has this pest been reported? What is its life cycle? What are the symptoms and damage observed? How to manage and control Tuta Absoluta? How to set up a Tuta Absoluta trap? All these questions will be answered in this presentation. What is a notifiable pest? A notifiable pest or disease is any disease or pest which the minister may, by order, from time to time declare it to be notifiable within the meaning of the Plant Protection Act, Declaration of Notifiable Pests and Diseases, Order 2020. Pests are listed as notifiable because they are exotic, meaning alien, non-native, or introduced pests. And if established, it could impact severely on plant health, trade, and environment. By notifying the authorities as soon as you suspect a notifiable pest to be present, you can play a vital role in preventing the spread. Notification also allows the authorities to monitor the pests, provide early warnings of possible outbreaks, and implement management and control strategies. Tuta Absoluta is a notifiable pest and must be reported to the Research Division or your nearest county office. Tuta Absoluta is a notifiable pest as mentioned previously. There is a duty or legal obligation to notify authorities if you know or suspect that this pest is present in any location. This is under the Plant Protection Act, Declaration of Notifiable Pests and Diseases, Order 2020. A notifiable pest status comes with a $5,000 fine should a person fail to report this pest or its damage to the relevant authorities. Background information. What is Tuta Absoluta? Tuta Absoluta is an insect, a moth, which belongs to the order Lepidoptera, which includes butterflies and moths. Common names also include tomato leaf miner, tomato leafworm, South American tomato pinworm. The picture on the slide shows what the adult insect moth looks like. The damage and symptoms caused by Tuta Absoluta. Tuta Absoluta is a serious pest of tomato and other solanaceous crops, as melon, peppers, Irish potatoes. It is also possible to affect other families as cucurbits and brassicas as well. The larval stages penetrate and feed on the plant inner tissues as leaves, stem, tender shoots, and fruits. The damage caused are reduced plant growth, decrease in fruit yield, and damage on marketable fruits. Distribution of the pest. Tuta Absoluta is an invasive pest originating from South America. Invasive means to cause damage. It is present in most South American countries, including Brazil, Colombia, and Venezuela. It is also present in Southern, Central America, Europe, and Asia, Africa as well. It is present in Haiti. And now, Tuta Absoluta has been confirmed present in Trinidad in July 2022. This map shows the 8 counties in Trinidad. Our annual Tuta monitoring and surveillance activities confirmed the insect present in 2 counties, St. George, East and West, and Caroni. The yellow circles show the counties affected. Again, why is this pest a problem? The affected fruits become unmarketable and the farmer can experience an 80 to 100% crop loss. Holes and mines are caused by larvae feeding and can serve as entry points for other organisms to enter, resulting in secondary infections. The insect also has a high reproductive rate, having approximately 10 to 12 generations per year. What is the life cycle of this insect? The optimal temperature for tuta development is 23 to 27 degrees Celsius. The moth completes its life cycle in 29 to 38 days. The warmer the temperature, the faster the life cycle is completed, which is approximately 1 month. The pest undergoes complete metamorphosis, which means 4 developmental stages: egg, larva, pupa, and adult. This picture shows the life cycle of Tuta Absoluta. Eggs are laid. In 3 to 5 days, they hatch. Larvae feed for 11 to 19 days, which is approximately 2 weeks. They remain in the pupal stage for 6 to 10 days, and then the adults emerge. The adult male moths live for 4 to 7 days, which is roughly a week, and the adult female moth lives for 10 to 15 days, which is approximately 2 weeks. The life cycle is completed in a month. Egg stage. Eggs are creamy white to yellow-orange in color and turns darker before hatching. Eggs are very small, 0.35 of a millimeter long and 0.2 millimeter in diameter. Females lay the eggs singly or sometimes in groups. They are laid mainly on the underside of young leaves and on leaf veins and margin of the plants. Eggs are rarely laid on the fruits. This picture shows eggs on the plants. Tuta Absoluta has 4 larval stages. Upon hatching, the young larva pierces into apical buds, shoots, flowers, leaves, young stem, and fruits. They feed on the mesophyll tissue, leaving epidermis transparent, which is blotchy. As larvae feed and develop, they change color from greenish to light pink. Larval stage is the most destructive stage. It feeds for 2 weeks. As it feeds, it deposits frass excrement, normally known as waste, the waste of the insect. The irregular blotchy mines and dark frass make infestations easy to spot on a plant. This picture shows the larva color change as they grow and develop. The pupal stage. They are cylindrical in shape and brown in color. It measures 4.5 millimeters in length and 1.1 millimeters in width. Usually covered by a silky white web-like cocoon. Pupation generally takes place in the soil, but can also occur in the leaves or in the fruit calyx, and can pupate under plant pots and under greenhouse benches. Pupation lasts approximately 6 to 10 days. This picture shows the pupa. Adult stage. The moth is silver gray with brown and dark spots on the wings. The abdomen of females is cream to brown and wider and bulkier than the males. Measures 5 to 7 millimeters in length and wingspan of 8 to 10 millimeters in length. Males live for approximately 1 week as previously mentioned, and the females live for approximately 2 weeks. They're mainly active at night. They are nocturnal, hiding between leaves and weeds during the daytime. The picture shows the adults. Another picture of the adults. How to identify it. This picture shows leaf symptoms. Blotchy irregular mines, which may be transparent and brown with necrotic areas. Fruit damage. Boreholes and mines are under and around sepals of the fruits, with heaps of dark frass or excrement, which is the waste on the surface. Okay, in Trinidad, we have 2 other mining insects. In this slide, we are going to discuss the differences in damage caused among the 3 leaf mining insects. The first one is Tuta Absoluta, with this presentation as on, which is the South American leaf miner. Kefera Lycospirillus, tomato pinworm, which is also a moth, and Larosema trifolii, which is the American serpentine leaf miner. We just looked at Tuta Absoluta, which is the South American leaf miner. And this insect creates a distinct blotchy mine with the accumulation of dark color frass or waste to one area of the mine. Tomato pinworm, that's the second one. This insect forms a shallow-like web-like mine. This web-like material covers the mine. The waste and frass is deposited by the insect, occurring at a single mass at the entrance of the mine. And the third one, which is the American serpentine leaf miner, this one, mines are linear in nature, sometimes snake-like and serpentine with frass evenly distributed. So this picture shows the differences, right? So we're going to recap on it. This slide shows the differences in leaf damage symptoms of the 3 mining insects. Tuta Absoluta, South American leaf miner, a distinct blotchy mine with accumulation of dark-colored frass on one part of the mine. The second one, tomato pinworm, forms a shallow web-like covering the mine. Frass is deposited in a single mass at the entrances of the mine, as the arrow shows. And the third one, American serpentine leaf miner, mines are serpentine in nature, and frass is distributed throughout the feeded area. The black specks are you seeing are the insect frass on that photo. This slide shows the adult leaf mining insects, the different ones. South American leaf miner, tomato pinworm, and American serpentine leaf miner. Picture shows the larval stages of the 3 leaf miners. Dispersal and spread of Tuta Absoluta can be spread very easily by the movement of infested fruits, plants, plant material, packaging material, used in trade, markets, vegetable repacking and distribution centers. The moth can drift in the wind for several kilometers as well. Management and control of Tuta Absoluta. Before any management and control strategies are implemented, it is important to daily observe and scout your fields for symptoms of the pest on your plants. Observe all tomato, pepper, melon fields, including recently planted, growing, and bearing plants. Observation can also be done at nurseries, markets, home gardens, and backyard farms. Now, how do we manage and control Tuta Absoluta? Now we are going to discuss the strategies for control and management of this pest. An integrated pest management, which is IPM, approach is recommended to control and manage this pest, Tuta Absoluta. An IPM approach can include the main strategies. Cultural practices, 1, 2, mass trapping activities, 3, chemical application, 4, natural enemy identification, along with ongoing monitoring and surveillance activities throughout the country, ongoing nationwide public awareness campaigns. IPM to control Tuta Absoluta, cultural practices. So this was mentioned as the first IPM strategy. 1, weed control. Control weeds in and around the field, maintain healthy plants, adopt good land preparation practices as plowing and rotivating the soil to destroy pupa. Adopt fallow period, that means rest in the land. Crop rotation, plant outside the Solanaceae family. So that means you can plant like brassicas, like cabbage and cauliflower or legumes. Do not move infested plant material to pest-free areas, meaning do not move infested materials to fields that are non-infested. Cultivate clean plant material. Maintain field sanitation. Apply insecticides, cut down and burn in heavily infested plants and fields to reduce multiplication and spread of this pest. IPM to manage and control Tuta Absoluta, pheromone trapping. Pheromone mass trapping is a management and control measure that is used to reduce and control the pest population in an area. It works by capturing the adult male moths, thereby the number of males the adult female moth has available to mate and produce viable offspring. Only the males are attracted to the pheromone. Chemical control along with mass trapping significantly reduce pest populations. This slide shows how to install a pheromone trap. Purchase and assemble traps with the pheromone lure. Hang traps on stake 2 feet from the ground. Allow traps to touch the plants. Traps are to be placed within and along borders in the field. Traps must be serviced every 2 weeks. That means the sticky traps needs to be replaced. Pheromone lures only last up to 6 weeks. This picture shows the different components of the trap. The housing, which is the Jackson trap, the pheromone lure, which is hanging inside the trap, and the sticky insert, which is at the base or the bottom of the housing. As mentioned previously, traps must be serviced every 2 weeks. The sticky surface must be replaced with a new card as it will be filled with insects, as seen in the first picture and replaced in the second picture. Pheromone lures are to be replaced every 6 weeks because it's only active up to 6 weeks. Mass trapping is recommended in all infested fields and suspected fields together with weekly spray chemical program. The number of traps required per hectare is 40 to 50. Monitoring traps is recommended for fields showing no signs and symptoms. IPM to control Tuta Absoluta continues, so now we go on to insecticidal application. This slide shows insecticides that can be used to control this pest. Solanaceous crops are of high economic value to the economy, and tomato is one of the most popular vegetables grown in Trinidad. In Trinidad, solanaceous farmers are already using chemicals suitable to control and manage this pest. In order to reduce the over-reliance on chemical pesticides, application of an IPM package can be effective in reducing Tuta Absoluta populations. This is done by sequential applications of biopesticides, chemical insecticides, cultural practices, along with the installation of pheromone traps, all of which were discussed here previously. An IPM package is recommended to reduce Tuta Absoluta infestations without any compromise to marketable yield. This slide displays the insecticides that can be used for Tuta Absoluta control, with the active ingredients of imidacloprid, deltametrin, microbial insecticides as Bacillus thuringiensis, which is BT, abamectin, chlorpheniramine, and neem-based products. Remember to always follow safety guidelines when applying pesticides, as read and follow instructions on the label, follow the pre-harvest interval period, follow the rates and dosage recommended, wear protective gear. So the Ministry of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries IPM approach for Tuta Absoluta. The ministry will be identifying affected fields, markets, nurseries, ports, and work closely with those affected, especially the solanaceous farmers. We will be conducting ongoing monitoring and surveillance activities throughout the country to monitor pest spread. There will be ongoing public awareness sessions through TV, radio, and newspaper on this pest. There will be ongoing training sessions and increased distribution of literature on this pest. Installation of a designated phone line and phone number for the public to contact if for infected or suspected infected fields. Conclusion. So now we encourage you to contact us if you suspect you have this pest at Research Division Entomology Units. Do not pack a pest. Declare your items at borders of entry. Do not bring any illegal plants or plant products into Trinidad without import permits. Apply for import permit to legally bring in plant and plant-based products via the email provided there, which is plantquarantine.centeno@gov.tt. The end. Thank you. I would like to extend special thanks to my colleagues at the Crop Protection Unit at Research Division and Ms. Diane Ramroop, Director ETS, for her contribution in this awareness session. Any questions will be addressed at this time. You can also forward emails with pictures to the email address shown at cesentomology@gmail.com or entodialaboratory@gov.tt. We will respond and assess your situation. So now we are open to questions. So you can feel free to type them on the chat on Facebook and we'd answer them. Feel free to post questions so you'd get answers to your concerns. Even after this presentation has ended, you feel free to post your questions and we'd answer them after. Anyone have any questions, further questions? Well, if there are no questions, maybe we could end this session. If there are no questions, we can end this session. Thank you for listening.